Okay, now let's get into what we found. I was out doing errands this morning, running to the bank, the post office, all those different things. And while I was doing that, there was a garage sale sign. So, of course, I had to go and stop and check it out. And they had a lot of fun stuff, but I also only had like $4 cash on me. So I was like, okay, well, that'll help keep me pretty focused on what I buy. Buying a lot of extra stuff that we don't necessarily need. But what I did find was this metal frame. You know what? I should have taken the pictures out. Anyway, and it's filthy dirty. Let me open this up. Take the back off. Take the picture out. There we go. That's better. But yes, it is extremely dirty. Very, very dirty. So we got to clean it up. So yeah, you can see how dirty it is. It must have been like sitting in the garage forever. But it's a metal frame. It's got this cool Art Nouveau kind of design to it. It's more, more flowing, more organic than Art Deco, but it does have some Art Deco influences on it too. So it could be, that transitional period. But it's this beautiful copper color, and I don't know how well it's showing up in the pictures. But, and then it's, got this green, bluish green color in the corners, kind of a verdigris type of color. So I'm anxious to get it cleaned up and see what it's like. Oh, I just noticed. There's a name on the back. And I don't think this is like vintage to the point that it's from the 1920 era. I think it's more contemporary than that. But it's carrying that look, that feel, that design. And like I said, it's very heavy. So it's a really nice frame. So I was excited to find that. And then another trip, this wasn't today, this was another trip. Stopped at the Goodwill store and I happened to find this lovely teapot. And this is actually a Clarissa Cliff design. She was actually English potter back in the 1930s. Her stuff is quite collectible. She was known for these, very linear designs, bold graphic colors on it. And so I saw this. Now this is dated 1993 MMA. So this is a Metropolitan Museum of Art had these reproduced back in 1993. So this was a reproduction. Now, one of the things about the Goodwill stores around here is they tape the lids on everything. So when I bought it, I did notice there's two areas of paint loss right on the spout, but that's the only things wrong with it. The image is in awesome shape. So when I got it home and I peeled the tape off very carefully, you notice there's a chip on the inner ring. So then I was like, oh, because these, even though they're reproductions, are still quite collectible. And you can tell it's just a great design. So then I was like kind of disappointed because, we could get $40 to $50 out of one of these, but not with a big chip like that. So, but I thought this could be good down at the Pink Elephant. So I'm going to take it down there and, put like $25 on it. It's still a great decorative piece. Then this morning I also stopped at another Goodwill store when I was out running around this close to the post office. Found this lovely print. I don't know, I just really liked it. It's got the fish, the turtle, the birds, kind of looking at the sun. It looks like the signature on there looks like RYFOTAS, kind of, with another bird symbol next to it. I haven't really looked at it to see if that's really the name, whether it's like Thai or Kai or something. So we'll look them up, but that was $2.99 for this particular piece. Then I saw this little figurine sitting on the shelf, and I picked him up. I'm like, he feels very light. So he's not a porcelain piece, and he's actually wood. So it's a carved piece of wood. On the bottom is the price sticker covered over. I paid $2.99 for this guy too. It's Anri, A-N-R-I. They're known for these hand-carved figurines. And they have various different kinds of figurines. This particular one, I believe, is of like the manger scene. So I don't know, I haven't done any research to see if this is like maybe, you know, just one of the shepherds, which I assume probably is with the lantern and the stick. But there is a number written on the bottom on there too. So I'll do more research. Now the manger scene figurines do much better than the other ones as far as price goes. You get more money out of the manger figurines. So I'll do more research on him. But I figured even for $3, the other figurines go for $10 to $20. And the manger scene are upwards of $60, depending upon what character it is. So anyway, that was another good find. I was excited about that. And then this particular Goodwill I was in earlier, I don't know, 4 or 5 days ago. And I saw this. And being a car guy, I thought, oh, that's a Rolls-Royce grill. And then I thought, but it's missing, you know, the Spirit of Ecstasy lady on top. And then I realized that this is a decanter. So it was to hold your liquor in there. Then it also has a music box on the bottom. And it plays How Dry I Am. And it works off this little mechanism here. So when it's sitting down, the music doesn't play. But when you pick it up, it'll play it. I have to wind it up. So that still works. The reason I didn't pick it up the last time I was there is the fact that it needs some help and it's missing a part. And I thought, I'm not going to mess with it. And they wanted $6 for it, $5.99. So I left it. When I go back today, it's still there. And in the meantime, I had looked it up after I got home, just out of curiosity, thinking, well, is it even collectible? Well, what I found out is there were several listed on eBay, obviously in much better shape, but they were asking $300 each for these others. So I thought, well, even if I take it for parts and sell it for $50 to $100, I think it still has some value there. And I can always see if there's an extra Spirit of Ecstasy stopper somewhere. And it is, I have to take the tape off, but this front face isn't attached. And so I got to figure out what's up with all of that. So those were my basic finds for today, except for one other thing. When I went to the bank, there's a thrift store over by the bank that I have not had good luck with there. I have bought a couple lamps that have sold fairly well for me, but all the other stuff from there, for whatever reason, it just does not seem to sell for me. So I'm always kind of hesitant to go there. But today I was kind of like, oh, just go check it out. You haven't been there in a while. So I was looking around and did the, you know, all the household shelves and the decorative shelves and the Christmas and sewing machines, you know, all the normal stuff I do. And then I thought, well, let me circle around and do the paintings on my way out, or the artwork. So I'm walking along and I see this painting sitting there in a pretty hefty frame. And I was like, oh, look at that. And I got closer and saw it was an original oil painting. I thought, oh, sweet. So I took a closer look and thought, okay, this is number one, it's a very substantial frame. And I turned it on the back and there's a little label from the frame manufacturer. They were from Chicago. I haven't done any research on that yet, but the frame is pretty cool. But then I thought, oh, well, let me check the price on this because I think I want it. And the price sticker said $2.99. And I was like, that can't be right. This is an original oil painting. And this store, to me, it prices things very highly. You know, even like a print like this boat print. They had a couple of these last time I was there. And they're like, you know, $20 each, which, okay, for a print, that's pretty reasonable, already framed. But that's more than I like to pay for stuff, even if it's nice things. So anyway, so seeing that, even the frame itself would have been worth $10. And I was willing to pay that for this particular piece because I felt like there was something special about it. So anyway, so I picked it up and I thought, and this has happened to me at this thrift store, in that I take things up to the counter and they switch stickers on me. I don't know why they do that sometimes, but they'll, you know, it's like they don't think that's a good enough price and they'll slap another one on there, a higher one. So anyway, and again, I'm not accusing them of doing anything wrong. It's just was odd. And so I always have this sense of mistrust, if you will, going there. And so I was very trepidatious going up there thinking, you know, they're going to say, oh, no, this isn't the right price. We're going to have to change it. And I was prepared for that. So that was, to me, was the main thing, being prepared to say, okay, well, then, you know, I'll only pay this much for it or whatever. Well, I took it up there, cashier rang it up, $2.99, you know, it's $3.25 or whatever it was. So, you guys want to see the painting? I bet you do. And then we'll talk a little bit more about it. Here's the painting. Oops, not that one, that's the ham butter. It's a little kitty print. Let me back up just a little bit. With a bowl of milk, isn't that cute? Now there are 2 condition issues. Obviously something hit it and damaged the paint in this area and they're indented, but that's actually easily repaired by a skilled conservator. And then here's the signature. And I'm like, I couldn't quite read it. It's Brunel, but I don't know what the last name is. But fortunately, there's a little nameplate right there at the bottom. It says Brunel Neuville. Now, for any of you art people, like my friend Hope, you know, you probably recognize that name. He's pretty well known for his cat paintings. And I had heard the name, but I couldn't quite place it. But I was pretty sure he was one of them that's well known for his paintings of cats. And so when I got home and I looked up prices on WorthPoint, because I now subscribe to WorthPoint so I can have a better idea of different pricing for different things. And sure enough, this is the guy, and it's his exact same style. He's got another one similar to this. It's called Spilt Milk. And I don't know, this does not have any labels on the back. I was hoping it would have some labels on the back, but you can tell from the back of the picture, and let me just grab it real quick. You can tell from the back, oh, and there's the label of the framer, that it's very old. You can see the oxidation on the wood. You can see the oxidation on the back of the canvas. So this is a canvas on frame painting. So they painted on the canvas, stretch it over this frame. These little keys here keep the frame tight. But you can see this frame it's very heavy because it's solid wood. Let's see if I can get a nice close-up. So it's not the really decorative ornate, it's more organic. Again, kind of that turn of the 19th century, 1900s feel to it. But anyway, yeah. Oh, and then there's also this particular piece on there. Now some of you may be going, why is that on there? Because that's a bracket to hold the light to shine down over the painting. So you can tell somebody valued this painting and used it as a great display piece. So yeah, so that was exciting. Now the exciting thing is, let me hang it back up because it's getting heavy. My arms are getting tired. So I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm back. Now the exciting thing is when I looked up on WorthPoint the value of his original artwork, the prices range from $1,500 to $4,800 depending upon size, you know, subject matter, condition, all those kind of things. Now obviously this one to me is going to be on the lower end. You can have it restored. It's one of the things I will check into, see about having it restored to see what that might do to increase the price, you know, if it's fully restored and ready to go, or to sell it as is. So that's one of the decisions we'll have to do. And again, I'm not going to rush into that. I'm going to take my time because it's a $3 painting to me. But I like it. It looks good on my wall. See? I'll let you guys see my little painting wall that's coming along over here. So there's, some of you may remember in past videos, that's my am butter painting that I found at the bins. Pretty amazing. Still haven't done anything with that because I just like it, so it's hanging on my wall. Now there's the kitty print painting. He's hanging on my wall. That's my great-grandparents' house from the 1800s. That picture is probably taken around right around 1900, in 1895 to 1900, because my great-grandmother's in that picture. And then I forgot when she got married, but after that picture was taken, obviously. And then I also have this Stephen Chase watercolor up here that I found. I don't know, I can't remember if I found it at a garage sale or at a thrift store. I've had that for a while now. So that's been hanging in my office as well. So that's kind of my little print art wall. Oh, and then there are some more in the corner, the little cars. This one is an original watercolor by the same artist as this little guy, the Chickadees. He's a St. Cloud, Minnesota artist. Can't remember his first name, but his Sochek is the last name. So, but I like his work. Anyway, so that's our little art tour. Our haul video turned into a little art tour of my art wall over here. So, and look, there's still some room to go up to the ceiling. I still could find some more pieces to hang up there, couldn't I? Anyway, thanks guys for watching. Thanks for all your support. Catch you next time. Bye.